Hey, what's up? It is Hawk, back with another video, recorded on a scorching summer day. When I was looking into the future for the summer of 2020, I was expecting to hit the beach a couple of times, maybe surfing for the first time in Venice Beach or near Delfino Plaza. Fast forwarding to this summer, I'm avoiding the beach. To that point, I feel like everyone watching this already knows why. No wave riding for now in the literal sense. There are other ways to ride the wave of trends, which is the topic for this video. Before starting, I think there's something you should know. In this context, riding the wave means riding trends. Watching this, it would probably go as no surprise. However, on sites like Urban Dictionary, you'll get different meanings, most being irrelevant for the video, and inappropriate or non-ad friendly. Now, riding waves or riding trends is easy. Most people relate to this to jumping on the bandwagon, which is probably a more recognizable saying. Following a trend or movement to fit in with most people, whether it is slang, a dance, an article of clothing, etc. I'm about to deliver some examples, so this section might give some nostalgia. One example would be bottle flipping, a simple concept where somebody would throw a plastic bottle. The plastic bottle would typically include water or some form of liquid. The bottle would be flipped on the base or the cap, and this was a trend in 2016-17. During this time, it was popular worldwide, and I guarantee at least a good amount of people remember this. To save time, I'm just going to list a couple more trends from the 2010s. The Harlem Shake.
Do the Harlem Shake.
Pen, pineapple, apple pen.
I have a pen. I have an apple. Apple pen.
Ice bucket and rice bucket challenge. Fidget spinner.
This is the Spinning Bounce Two Buddy Shot.
The Nene dance. Gangnam Style.
Open Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style.
Planking, etc. There are many more trends, however, let's keep it moving. They all have one thing in common. They came and went. The impacts for them lasted. But catch my drift. At some point, they either became popular, hit a peak, then fade away. With slang and dances, they might leave faster than something like the fidget spinner. I mean, when you get to a point where something becomes uncool. It reaches the point, for example, when someone in an older generation performs the task in a way that makes you wince. It's hard enough to relate to younger audiences though, usually coming off like,
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
slang and dances serve as a marker for the time. Some phrases last longer, ones that someone can list on Quora, popular movies, music, games, and entertainment last longer in the mainstream than, say, an item like a fidget spinner or popular dance. For example, watching earlier episodes of the show Friends, you can see the influence of the 90s on the show, and the show itself influenced culture during its runtime, such as some popular language and fashion wear.
It's Rangers Penguins tonight at the Garden, and we're taking you. Happy birthday, pal. We love you, man.
It's funny, my birthday was 7 months ago.
Now it is said that trends are different depending on the avenue. There's a question that pops up in mind. Are you a trendsetter or a trend follower? Setting trends can be specific to an industry, like a trend in fashion, music, or social media. This video may remind you to think whether you are a trendsetter or just following them for looks. Google, in one of the definition of trend, says it is a general direction in which something is developing or changing. Trends have different meanings in many areas. In fashion, it might be the type of style of wear, like oversized pants and Timbs in the early 2000s. Whether a trend is good or bad, it is debatable. Starting a trend may help your popularity, and it may end up being beneficial or damaging. The person who started the ice bucket challenge has to feel good, but it is hard to gauge who started it. Most people end up the second answer to the questions earlier, as it is easier and requires less thought. From my point of view, either side is fine. Starting a trend at your school, like wearing a certain accessory or wearing a unique style of clothing that no one else is wearing, is a more reasonable gauge. In that case, you might get more recognition among your peers, something that relates closer to home. Starting a dance trend on social media might be better, since you'll get more national or international recognition, and it depends on how someone takes it. While this video brought interesting discussion, following the trend is fine, as well as starting a trend, as long as you don't mindlessly follow a trend without knowing what you're doing. You don't want to perform the popular dance in a way that comes off on cool. You may not even like the following trends, and it is your belief. In that case, the question was probably irrelevant, which is not a problem. Yeah, I know people. Don't worry. Nothing revealed, everything denied. The end of the video is here. Let me know if you liked the video by leaving a like, follow the Twitter, and subscribe for more content. Alright. Peace out, Hawks. Have a nice day. Starting a trend may be surfing for the first time in Venice Beach or near Delfino Plaza. Fast forwarding to this summer, I'm avoiding the beach. To that point, I feel like everyone watching this already knows why. No wave right. There are other ways to ride the wave of trends, which is a topic for this video. Before starting, I think there's something you should know. In this context, riding the wave means riding twang. Recognition, and it depends on someone. Starting a trend may help your popularity, and then it may not. Most people end up the second answer to the questioner. Most people end up to the second answer. From my point of view, that's a mistake right there.